+2 building armor. Let's go ahead and introduce the players.
I was just thinking of my replay. But I think +2 building armor.
Yeah, Frodan, you are so intelligent. Has anybody ever told you that?
No, not
That's
even my English teacher, who said that I shouldn't go to AP class. She said I should just stay in honors.
Really? I had a teacher like that. That said I shouldn't go to.
You don't deserve to go to AP class. You should just stay in honors class.
They said I shouldn't go to AP
but
chemistry.
But all my other Asian friends are going to college classes. Why can't I? And I was really sad for a long time.
Were you really sad?
I was sad.
I was sad too.
Like,
I wrote a letter.
The only reason why I wanted to do well in school was because all my friends did well in school, and I wanted to fit in. I
wrote a letter to 3 guidance counselors asking for me to be in AP chemistry. Thank God I did not get in.
Wow.
Because it was an awful class, apparently. Awful.
I did not even take AP chemistry. That's how unintelligent I am, Andre. So I appreciate you.
Frodan, please. Your masters, you're top 1% of the world in Starcraft II.
Whatever, man.
And you're like, oh, that's how average I am. I'm just Masters League.
Whatever, dude.
I only have.
I'm not fishing for compliments.
I only have
Andre.
4 $100 keyboards.
Good lord. I do have 4 $100 keyboards. That's actually quite insane, but 2 of them were given to me.
Oh.
That doesn't make it better, does it?
It's alright. I've had. Oh, I'm not gonna go.
I do. Keyboards is like one of my weird obsessions. I love good keyboards.
I think I have.
Just like Mr. Bitter loves really good watches, and
really,
you like really good shorts.
I do like really good shorts.
And so it's just
that's just like weird honestly, thing. Okay, real quick, I'll go over the game.
Kevin likes really good women.
I'll go over the game really quickly before I actually segue back into what we were talking about. Very standard play from both these players. Okay, so I actually have been going shorts for quite a long time. It's not because I like shorts. I haven't seen you wear
pants in a really long time, Andre.
I know. I'm not wearing pants right now, okay? People think I'm joking. Frodan, can you confirm I'm not wearing pants? You actually are changing up today and wearing pants. What's up with that?
I do wear pants.
Look at this. 2 probes. What a cheeky monkey. Obviously, no zealot, so he's like, I don't want to be engineering blade blocked.
Yeah.
No.
This is really key for any Protoss player, just to make sure they don't get their Nexus stalled. And TT1's been doing a pretty good job of it thus far. You can see, oh, the engineering bay is outlined. And
oh, look at this.
TT1 really wants to block it, and he gets it anyways. Wow.
Yep. So I've been going shorts because...
We're still on this topic?
Yeah, real quick, dude. I've been going shorts because just like Rotterdam, you know, like my belly doesn't quite fit into my shorts that I used to be wearing. So it feels just a little bit uncomfortable. So I say, why not cast in style?
That's true.
Or in comfort, not in style.
That's how I feel like when I play.
That's the exact opposite of casting in style.
Casting in shorts. Wow.
Or
no culture across the world, Andre, is shorts classy.
You would think so. Yeah. Okay.
A lot of people in chat are like, yeah, like, oh, I have like weird obsession too. I actually have like 1 keyboard of like every single cherry switch too. I have like a brown, a red, a blue. I'm just missing a black at this point.
I have 4 Logitech keyboards at home.
The ones is like membrane based. So, oh gosh, those are so bad.
I have 4 Logitech keyboards at in New Jersey. I have 2 right now that are Steel Series. Actually, no, 1. I gave 1 to my little brother, and then I have 2 Razer keyboards. Currently using the Razer ones.
That's true. Razer is pretty good, and they do a lot to support esports.
Yeah.
And, you know, actually, to be honest, a lot of stuff is made possible through people like Razer. That's why it's important to show. Even though they don't sponsor us, we also use a lot of great things here as well in studios, but Razer does a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Now, another person that's been doing great things is TT1 in this series. He's been playing relatively stable. Maybe not necessarily the most safe in certain areas, but he's been playing pretty stable in terms of, you know, he's not playing overly greedy in terms of expansion timings. A lot of Protosses, the way they've been playing greeding has been trying to get really fast third, or even trying to just get really quick fourths and get really fast gases. The whole idea is Protoss wants to accelerate that late game quicker. It's just been a trend in the metagame. Zerg's been trying to get to late game quicker, and they've been really trying to capitalize on Terran's inability to form those timings based off of what their current builds are. And that's what TT1's been preparing against. But this game, he takes a little bit different approach, Andre. He gets a War Prism.
And Srelok's taking a different approach as well. I want to mention that very quickly. He's going a slightly faster factory and starport, which is not his normal style. This is actually pretty old build. He gets tech labs and a reactor. That's a little bit weird. Normally you don't have the gas to do that, actually. Because you can see he's going to get double upgrades here, but it really limits his ability to actually get any more upgrades. Plus, excuse me, +1 attack is the main thing that I'm thinking of. And because he dodges that, he actually has to get a little bit more damage done. That way he can actually drop back and double upgrade it and, you know, buy a little bit of time that way.
Force fields immediately. Talk about buying time. TT1 can harass a lot while attacking everything up back at home. Now, what's so important about Shakuris is that inevitably there will probably be a Colossus push, especially if you see a Warp Prism. But by doing this, he completely hampers Strelok's ability to mine for a long time, especially because Strelok's limiting factor for a long time will be the gas. He won't be able to get upgrades. TT1 pulls back immediately, but continues to harass. And man,
oh wow,
this is a pretty cute micro from TT1.
Srelok losing just around about 350 gas. That's a rough approximate from that harassment. That's pretty critical because, again, we're talking about double upgrading directly after this. Now, there are two different variations. You can go Command Center and then double upgrade, or double upgrade then Command Center. I prefer double upgrade then Command Center just because I always want to focus on my upgrades, especially against a player like TT1. I don't know what Strelok is doing just yet, but the fact that he hasn't had to have enough gas stockpiled is a big problem. And he wants to be constantly spending his gas on medevacs as well. So he just does not have the capacity. He might actually fall pretty far behind. As you can see, 1-1 has already started for our Protoss hero.
TT1 has 5 gates at this point. I thought it was 6, but he has 5 gates, so he still has lots of flexibility in terms of choosing another form of tech, either get out more production or even grab a 3rd base. But Strelok has his factory scouting, trying to see what his opponent is up to while he can plan his attack. You can see Strelok has his first medevacs out into the field while TT1 is retreating with his form of transportation. This is a very critical moment for Strelok because he wants to hit at a timing, but if this timing doesn't work, he's going to fall really far behind. Yeah, and that's it. Strelok has no more room for errors on.
I don't think there are any timings that are incorporated with this build. When your opponent is staying on 2 base for so long and is doing a defensive build like this, I don't think you have the capacity to actually push like this. Yes, there's a lot of sentries, so that's why he's probably thinking, well, you have so many sentries. How come I can't punish this enough? But it's the fact that he did enough damage.
Oh, this is a very awkward spot for Strelok. He's going to drop his units immediately force fielded. This could be the beginning of the end.
He loses the big medevac that has so many units in there. Strelok takes a massive loss right here. Loses a 3rd medevac.
Oh, great force field to follow up, and those Marines are trapped. The medevac is leaving them. Nope, just kidding. He's going to pick up one. He's going to abandon one guy.
Johnny!
No!
Johnny!
Wow.
He's just going to duck and cover the whole game.
He's going to hide in the shade. He's like, they're not going to see me here.
That was, if that was a Marine, actually, it's not Johnny. It's Mr. Bitter right there.
Wow.
That's where he would be.
Rescue mission! 3 guys saving
and
one guy.
There? No,
it's
no,
saving
that's not
Private Ryan.
That's Rotterdam right there. Saving Bitter, coming back just for Bitter. My God, I didn't know Rotterdam was that mannered, but he is.
Tom Hanks came back from retirement just to save that Marine.
No, it's Mr. Bitter and Rotterdam, man.
You think they'd really be Marines at this point?
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Wow. You can see that Strelok is going for a 3rd base at this point, going for his +1.
I missed a harassment into the main of Strelok's base because he's concentrating on this 3 medevac drop that could do a lot of damage. Blink is still not finished. And again, it's just like our Daybreak game. These medevacs are going to be dropping so many units in here. Stalkers are behind. Force fields a lot better.
Yes, he traps the units, making sure there's no kite, especially that pylon.
Oh, no. The medevac goes too far forward, and it's going to go down.
Oh, no. He saves the units, but those medevacs are in very big danger. Strelok really takes the notion. No soldier left behind.
Seriously.
This guy is what a true noble warrior.
I know.
Wow.
If
I was ever a soldier in the army, I definitely would like Strelok.
We're gonna change his nickname. Instead of what was it? It's the Warship. He's gonna be Saving Private Ryan Terran.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks Terran.
Yes, very much so. Strelok has been very good about protecting his units, but not good about protecting a lead. As Strelok right now is pretty much completely been repelled at this point. Haven't been able to do anything. Now, Strelok, his resort is macro at this point. He's trying to get a lot of units, trying to get his economy up. He's expanding yet again. But TT1 has a huge army.
Not only that, not only is that huge, what else is huge is the upgrades. 2-2 is almost halfway finished. And the big problem with that is Strelok did not go for a double engineering bay like I said he should. No, of course he couldn't have before because of that initial harass. He was like, oh, I don't have enough gas to actually work with. I don't have that stockpile that I used to have. So instead of actually trying to cut back on his harassment, he said, let me cut back on my upgrades, keep the same harassment up, have the same amount of medevacs, and then punish my opponent that way. But obviously it's not working out. 2-2's almost finished, and 1-1 is just finishing right now. Oh, no, Frodan. Oh, no.
Well, if you're TT1, oh, yes.
Oh,
at
yeah.
This point, oh,
That's
yeah. Kool-Aid man busts through the wall. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Well, I mean, one person might start getting out the Kool-Aid soon just because TT1 has a huge timing lead out with +2/+2 and thermal lance. Although he does have his third base, TT1 is pretty much unkillable from his point of view.
Yeah.
And so at this point, you have to be feeling pretty confident. Now, TT1 has been known to sit back and just go to 200-200 and get like the Storm Colossus composition. And just completely be indomitable at this point.
TT1 is just singing Day Bow Bow right now. That's all he has to do. He's like so far ahead. His upgrades are ahead. Fredden, do you know what Day Bow Bow is?
Day Bow Bow?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know what song that is? Day Bow Bow. Yeah.
Is this English?
Are you serious?
How do you not know this song? I'm looking at my producer right now and asking him if this is English, and he's shaking his head no. So that's.
You know what I'm talking about, Morgan, right? Day Bow Bow. Yeah. Day Bow Bow. Dude, I mean...
It's not time for games, it's time for war.
So
Strelok is
man.
scanning the third.
He has the largest 3-3 timing window in the world.
Andre is dropping straight onto the Stalkers, and that is 20 supply down the toilet.
Okay, sing it now, please.
Day Bow Bow. Is that how he goes?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You did it perfect, bro.
You can see Strelok is leaning more towards Marauders yet again, but that's going to make him extremely vulnerable if TT1 starts getting up to those Zealots, the mass Zealots that a lot of Protosses end up getting late game. You can see charge on the way for TT1. Now the big thing is that TT1 has been pretty much sitting on Gateway Colossus, hasn't really explored Templar Tech that much. But that's because he doesn't have as much flexibility as you would imagine just because of how fast he's getting these upgrades. It's 18 minutes, and he's going to have 3-3 done before +2 armor finishes for Terran.
God.
That is so quick.
It's like when you're behind this badly in upgrades, just get the +2 building armor and get bunkers up. That's the only way you can survive any sort of timing push. If Colossus High Templars come to your front door, there's no way that you can stop it with Marines, Marauders, Ghosts, and Vikings. I don't care if you're 200-200. You're going to die.
Well, Strelok is going to... Oh, he's going to catch one Colossus out of position.
Hey-o.
That's actually a pretty significant amount of damage.
That's pretty Day Bow Bow.
Well, I'm going to look what that means right after this match, which could end potentially soon, as we see Strelok gets flanked immediately from the units from the south. Now, you know, TT1 does have superior upgrades. It's 3-3 against 2-1 at this point. TT1 has been cutting down the army, but he hasn't even engaged with the bulk of his force. You can see the Colossus trying to get in position to shoot. The Immortals also pushing back the Marauders, and Strelok is running out of options. A lot of his units have been completely destroyed. You can see the medevacs are also getting targeted by the Stalkers, and with that, Strelok has no army left. TT1 now has a very decisive advantage because he kept one of his Colossus alive. He's kept his gas-intensive units alive. The Immortals, the Sentries are all still standing, and Strelok has nothing defending his fourth base.
Oh, barracks looks so
Or
weird.
even his third base. TT1 does not even know about that fourth base.
And TT1 is moving forward, man. All it takes is just this one engagement, and
if
he
TT1
wins. And here we go. SCV's being pulled here. There's just so many units, Frodan. Vikings are going to do an amazing job of taking down that one Colossus. But what do you do about the 4 Immortals and all those Gateway units?
With 3-3.
With 3-3 against a Terran that has no +2 building armor. Yeah. I have no clue what you do.
Strelok can't really defend his third. If TT1 walked that bottom watchtower, he would see Strelok's other base. But TT1 knows if you can punish this base, keep Terran on 2 base, he is set because Strelok is pretty much out of options at this point. He does have his Ghost. He could de-energize almost all of the Protoss army, but there's just so much raw power in those Immortals. There's almost no confrontation ability. Strelok gets perfect EMPs, but that's not going to matter. A blink forward from TT1 is going to crush the army. Good game, good luck, and we have another player that advances to the playoffs. There's none other than Root TT1.
Congratulations to Team Root and to TT1. Fantastic play overall in this series, really dominating them in that game number 4. The medevac drop was really, really good. I mean, that hits at a very clutch time. It's a really awkward time where Protosses are just starting to choose their deviations, whether it be robotics, whether it be gateway, i.e. upgrades, or it's going to be high Templars. TT1 was doing that. He was actually doing the one that least prepares him against a drop like that, and was able to crush it easily.
TT1 now advances into the playoffs where he has one more series to go until he advances to the NASL Season 3 Finals in Toronto, July 14th and 15th. If you haven't picked up your HD pass for the finals, or even picked up your live ticket yet, definitely go buy it.
Yes,
guys,
but we gotta give it up before we actually leave here. We gotta give it up to Strelok, who performed amazing over the season. Yes. I'm actually gonna bring up his standings really quick because we always talk about how NASL is long and it can be an arduous journey, but he actually picks up a ton of money throughout this season that he didn't in other leagues or even Season 1 and Season 2, and that really shows, I think, the progression that not only NASL has made, but esports overall. We're able to pay out these players. We're able to really reinvest into them to make this a really great industry. So I hope Strelok is going to have a lot of success going into the future, and I can't wait to see him into Season 4.
Strelok ends the Season 5 and 2, $750 richer, but he'll be back for Season number 4 when we wait in anticipation for more of his sick builds and timings. Guys, that game and series was brought to you by iBuyPower, the PC company that powers NASL. Check them out at iBuyPower.com to pick up your own pre-assembled PC. Our next series of today is one that I've been looking forward to for a long time. We have Beastie Cutie versus Morrow.
Oh, I can't wait for this game.
It's going to be a TVZ, and I love it because these two players are heavy macro players. We'll see what both players got. They got 2 exciting styles. We'll talk more about that after break. Don't go anywhere. This is NASL WildCard Thursday. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Woo, woo, woo.